Before I start this lesson, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rukakodash. Double honor to the apostles that was great meal, so who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the 144,000 men that's pushing and believing this word in all true sincerity and sacrificing their lives of wills to do so. And also shalom to the elder bishops as well. Shalom to the men, women, and children that study, get a listening. And shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad on all four corners of the earth. The Heavenly Father, named is Yahweh. His only begotten Son, named is Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this video is edifying, quick, and straight to the point. This video right here won't be a long one, but this is just something that for the last 2 weeks, you've been seeing an increase in Esau Edom witchcraft and technology, you know. And you're seeing the AI is getting very, very advanced now. Now, granted, back in certain videos, you kind of could tell was AI and was not AI. And not just that, you know, we see AI deceiving the minds of the people, and we're going to see that a lot more within the times we're coming into. You got deep faces of you know, people saying AI recording your face, your voice, and you know, making a video of that digital how you look, and you could physically be somewhere else or not doing something, and you could get framed for it, you know. And that's the times we're living into. You know, that's what we dealing with. And AI, and I also doing this video because within the last week, I've seen it was a video where it shows AI showing biblical events and how they acted it out. And it's blasphemous, but at the same time, you can see like how the AI has evolved. And now we're coming into times where, like I just mentioned, that AI will be something that's very crucial, you know, because AI can be used to slander, it can be used for propaganda, it can be used for all of those things. So I'm going to first start off in this Daniel real quick, and then I'm going to get the word technocracy too as well. So this is Daniel chapter 12. Let me get there first. This is Daniel chapter 12, and it's verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And the key part of this verse, knowledge shall be increased. And yeah, the knowledge of how things work shall be increased. You have to realize between the time, each and every, not just now, but each and every each and every rulership and kingdom that has been on the earth, their technology have expanded. You know, from the time of the Babylonians, from the time of the Persian Medes, the Greeks, the Romans, and now we come here into this revamped, revitalized Roman Empire, and we see that the ancient empires didn't have phones, they didn't have missiles, they didn't have tanks, they didn't have the technology that we have. You know, they didn't have phones. It's crazy that you can see somebody's face physically from the other side of the world. It's crazy that you can talk to somebody on the other side of the world through a phone. Now, granted, obviously, the technology Esau Edom has been able to accomplish to the Heavenly Father, or from the Heavenly Father, it is beneficial, but it's also some things that it is very much wicked, though, at the same time, too. But that's what we're dealing with. You know, AI will be very important in these times, because AI will be used to deceive the minds of the people, and a lot of people going to fall for it. And then I remember when I was growing up, you know, my grandparents was like, oh no, my grandparents were still using the house phones and whatnot. House phones, and then not even just that, flip phones. Shit, actually, no, it was really house phones. But from now and then, you know, technology has evolved from house phones, flip phones, phones with the little antenna you gotta pull out the back of them. Now you got iPhone 13s and iPhone 15s that don't need the little antenna on the back of them. A lot of cars don't even need the antenna on them no more. And I kind of realized I was starting to think about that recently. A lot of cars do not have antennas on them no more. Because while you got wireless connection now, that wireless connection is a thing too. You know, we have been within the last, I say, 50 something years. Well, really, you had steam powered things, you had electricity, but things have evolved very, very fast. So I'm gonna get this word for technocracy real quick. Technocracy, the government or control of society or industry by an elite of technical experts. Now, granted, Elon Musk is very tech savvy, but also he creates a lot of machines too. Tesla, a self driving car. That in the ancient world they had to physically be up driving, not driving, riding those horses and chariots. So like you had to physically be up and watching those horses and chariots. What's an example of technocracy? A prominent example of technocracy is the former Soviet Union, where many leaders had technical backgrounds, and the government was heavily influenced by engineers and other technical experts. And yeah, today age, a lot of things are influenced by what? Technical advancements. I cannot talk right now. Slovakia. Technological advancements and scientific backgrounds, and the government prioritize large scale infrastructure projects. And yeah, you know, that's something that we're dealing with now. The power grids that requires a lot of technology and a lot of electricity. That's not something in the ancient world. They didn't have no power grid. They didn't have no substation. You know, that things that we're seeing now is advanced. John the Revelator didn't even know what he seen. He didn't know. You would think a missile to him, that missile probably was a flying flaming sword, and that's what we dealing with. Esau Edom has been using his technology to deceive the minds of the people. So now, from there, I go to Revelation 13. This is Revelation chapter 13. I start at verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might bind or sell, save he had the mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark in their right, the mark in the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you know that MOTB is a part of that technology too. That microchip, the MOTB, the RFID microchip is a part of that. Esau Edom has been going around here using his technological and scientific advancements to what? Make people think, oh, well, this man's invincible. That's what that's verse 14. But really, Esau Edom has used his technological and scientific advancements to what? Make people think, oh, well, America really is this golden place to live. Oh, America could do this. America could do that. And now it's got to the point of where what? Technology has been so much of a vocal point that what? You can't live without it. So actually, I'm going to read verse 14. He deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And yeah, deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Or what? Miracles such as what? Technology. And scientific growth. Who on earth know how to split an atom? We did not. Most humans don't know how to just wake up. Oh, this is how you split an atom. Esau Edom learned how to do that from what? The Heavenly Father. And you have to realize, for example, like I just said, splitting the atom. You know how much you know how long ago that was when he learned how to do that until now? That's at least, what, 50, 60 years ago? At least. No. Even before then, the Oppenheimer and Manhattan Project, you had that stuff going on. The splitting of atoms. That's a scientific, not even just discovery, a scientific breakthrough. Learning how to split atoms, learning how to change your genes, learning how to grow bone density and bone narrowing and things like that. That's not something light. And Esau Edom, through his miracles, think, oh shit, I could do this, I could do that. And that's worked on the minds of the people for so long. Now people starting to wake up to that shit. A lot of these other nations waking up to, oh, okay, that's how you do it. Okay, we don't need America no more. And that's what's going on now. A lot of these nations starting to realize, oh, we don't need America like that no more. We can form our own alliances. And that's another thing too. A lot of these individuals that came to America and learned how to do things, they go back to their countries and teach them what they've been taught over here. Like, for example, those nukes. Now, America's such a fucking pride hungry, since these elites such pride hungry, and since these presidents are so prideful, they literally hand out military equipment to those that are so-called allies. And then when the allies turn on them, they be like, oh, why you turning? Oh, you gave them the fucking power to build a nuke. You shared your military strength with them, and you don't think they ain't gonna, this how you do that. Okay. Now, we got something for you when you act up. You know, that's one of the things these Americans don't realize. That your government is actively involved in all of this shit that's going on. It ain't just two separate countries. It ain't just two countries beefing. What? You draw these little countries in? You use these little countries to draw the big countries in. And that's how it's like that. Like brother said, the World War I. But anyway, I'm going to get Matthew 24. This ain't going to be long. This just a little quick video. I ain't going to make this long. So I'm going to end off in Matthew 24 because those miracles, that's deceiving a lot of these people. That MOTB is a part of that technology to deceive. Deceiving people. Oh, well, you take this MOTB, what? Oh, you can walk again, you can see, you can eat. And it ain't even just about, eating and eating and having money to do things. But Esau Edom can use that shit to be like, hey, and he is using it. Because why? He literally use humans as test subjects. Oh, well, you use this MOTB to see again, to hear again. And a lot of people going to jump to it. So, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. For there shall arise many false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And yeah, that MOTB is a part of that too, because why? A lot of the things that's going on right now, that MOTB is a temptation that can use people to be, oh, I can, if I get the MOTB, I could, well, if I get this micro chip implanted in me, I can see, I could walk, I could, all of those things. That's what Esau Edom like to do with his technology and scientific advancements. He deceives the mind of people. Now, granted, to an extent, those things can help, but at the end of the day, we're not taking that. That's the thing you shouldn't do, is take the MOTB for so-called help. When you take the MOTB, there's going to be a branding. And there's literally going to be destruction that comes with that, taking that MOTB. But this is more so about the AI. But ultimately, the AI is going to lead to the MOTB. That AI ain't no hoe. If AI could show, it was another video where this so-called news reporter, which she wasn't real, obviously, but it was a news reporter reported on the news in a hurricane. And what else happened? I forgot exactly what happened, but long story short, she was reporting a hurricane, and you could tell when things ain't real because you have to put in account. If that was a physical human body, it will react a certain way. With AI, a lot of these things you have to you have to be able to know the difference. A lot of things are starting to become hard to differentiate, and if you ain't got the spirit to see and know, you will fall for a lot of these traps. But Lord willing, this video is edifying. Before I close out, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh. And Lord willing, this video is edifying, and on to the next one. Shalom.